Hi, I'm Kushal, and the project I'm working on is based on India's agricultural crisis. I'm aiming to highlight and propose the need for a farmer's code. This is what the current scenario of the agricultural sector in India looks like. India's lands are infertile. There is a farmer suicide epidemic in the country. The government is stealing from its own farmers. So, what is happening to the agricultural sector of India, and why is that causing the farmers of India to suffer? So before we get into the farmers' problems, let's first understand what's happening within the agricultural sector and the historical factors which led to this. This is a brief timeline which explores the major developments in the agricultural sector in India. Prior to colonization, although India's farming and harvesting techniques were very rural, the country was self-sustainable in terms of food crops. Once the British colonized India, they shifted the farmers' focus from food crops like rice and wheat to cash crops like cotton, jute, and tobacco. The British were looting India off of all of its resources, which contributed to a lot of farmlands becoming infertile. Post independence, the agricultural sector recovered with the Green Revolution, bringing in new industrial methods of cultivation. This revolution didn't last long, as that's when the agrochemical revolution took over. This is when the profit minded corporations entered the market with their own motives. Coming to present day, at first glance, it doesn't look too bad for the agricultural sector. India ranks second in terms of agricultural output, first in terms of the net cropped area. Half of the labor force of the country is made up by farmers. But underneath the surface is where all the problems lie. The big agrochemical corporations control the market prices, which drains the farmers. The average monthly income of a farmer is 6,426 rupees, which is approximately $90, which is far below the poverty line. Additionally, India's agricultural sector, which once contributed to 50% of the national GDP, now contributes to only 15%. It's clear to see how far the agricultural sector has fallen and its direct implications on the life of a farmer. These are the five major agricultural lawsuits within the country in the past 10 years. The Monsanto lawsuit is an important one. Monsanto had tried to patent cotton seeds and then sued the farmers for using them. The result of this case is still pending in court, but the Supreme Court of India is favoring a judgment towards the corporation and against the farmers. The culmination of all these lawsuits led to the issuing of farm laws in 2020 by the Supreme Court. These laws are known as the anti farmer laws. These laws were in favorable of the corporation and took away the power from the farmers. All of this shows the need for a farmer's court. So, coming to the site, it is located in the capital of India, Delhi. The site is currently an underutilized bus depot or a bus terminal in the heart of Delhi, located close enough to the Supreme Court of India. The site is sandwiched between the holy river of Yamuna on the right and the National Railway line on the left. In terms of a sound diagram, I tried to create an interaction between both of the sounds emitted from either side and how they would interact with the project. My main idea was to create a machine versus nature scenario where these sounds could be manipulated in different parts of the program. This diagram annotates the interaction between the different proposed programs. The farmers being the priority, the proposal includes a courthouse and a judicial body in charge of creating and amending laws for the farmers. These are the primary programs. A seed bank which would lean towards creating public awareness and also as a place for protests against the corporations. A library and a community development center as the secondary programs. The interaction between the private and public spaces would create more interstitial spaces with the purpose of transparency. This diagram is a program layout of the proposed programs and their functions within the site. As you can see, there's a primary and secondary program and the interstitial space created by the interactions. This is a schematic site plan of the project. The blocks have been placed on the site based on the program layout. The interstitial spaces created through the overlaps create tangible semi-public, semi-private spaces. These spaces would also engage the sounds from either side of the site, creating an audio gallery. Thank you.